Y tienes que averiguar que sí se está cocinando porque no te quieres enfermar. When in doubt.
Just dance. Hi, I'm Rie.
Y yo soy Curly.
I participated a lot of food challenges for Tasty, but I thought it would be fun if you teach me your favorite Salvatorian dish, but with a twist.
Sí, y tenemos dos reglas. La primera va a ser que yo solamente te voy a hablar en español. El segundo va a ser que tú no vas a saber lo que vamos a cocinar. ¿Lista?
What's lista?
Ready.
Okay.
¡Vámonos!
Lista! ¡Vámonos!
¡Yay! ¿Sabes lo que vamos a hacer ahora? No, ok. Ahora vamos a cocinar un plato que viene de El Salvador. Y incluye cosas que tenemos aquí. Tenemos carne, frijoles, queso, masa y muchos vegetales. Pero no te voy a decir lo que vamos a hacer porque vamos a ver cuando terminamos.
I only understood carne, queso, and masa.
That's all you need to understand.
Great.
Primero vamos a cortar la carne y vas a usar esa tabla de cortar.
So
Y-
put the pork on top of the cutting board?
Sí, y hay que
Okay.
cortarlo. Lo vas a cortar en cubos.
Cube?
Así. Ajá.
Cube the pork.
Ajá. Ten cuidado con tus dedos. Ok, Rie, hay que prenderle la estufa.
Estufa. I guess it's the pan.
¡Perfecto! Póngalo en 5 por ahorita.
5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 5.
Perfect.
5.
Después vamos a ponerle aceite.
Aceite.
Sí, pero no mucho, solamente un poquito.
Aceite is oil.
Sí.
Poquito is a little bit.
Perfecto.
Ok.
Ajá. Y vamos a usar este cucharita.
Cucharita is
Sí.
a spoon. Teaspoon.
It's a little baby.
All right. I didn't do anything. You scared me.
Ahí está, perfecto.
Yay.
Vamos a poner la carne aquí dentro y vamos a cocinarlo. Y después vamos a usar otra tabla para cortar toda la verdura.
You pointed this color. So we're gonna cook this pork until golden brown.
¡Perfecto!
Yay.
Eso no fue lo que yo dije, pero está bien. Ok, hay que usar estos tongs.
Gracias.
Ajá. Oh, perfect. Now you're trilingual.
Yeah.
La próxima cosa que vamos a hacer es vamos a echarle sal.
Salt.
Sí, y hay que dejarlo en este lado aquí por 15 minutos y después vamos a darle vuelta.
15 minutos.
Sí. ¿Sabe como una fiesta que...
Fiesta, it's party.
15,
15, 16.
Ok.
17.
Más abajo,
Younger. 14.
más arriba.
15 minutes.
Perfecto.
Yay.
Ajá. Después lo vamos a dar vuelta.
Okay.
Hay que echarle sal.
Salt. And
Así está bien. ¿Sabes qué son verduras?
verdura is
Sí.
vegetable.
Perfecto, perfect.
Okay.
Y esto hay que cortarlo
Ok,
y
ok.
picarlo.
So-
Nomás córtalo así y vamos a echar los pedacitos dentro de la carne para licuarlo.
So cut everything.
Solamente vamos a usar mitad. So eso te lo voy a regresar aquí.
Okay, so mita is half.
Perfect.
Okay, so half pepper. So put in here.
Sí,
Okay. Aquí.
échamelo ahí adentro. Perfecto.
Next, I think you said vegetables, right?
Sí. Ujú.
Tomato.
Aquí está un tomate.
This
Oh,
knife is
ese cuchillo no está cortando.
very dull.
Córtalo en cubos otra vez.
Same size?
Cubitos. Perfecto. Ajá,
Ok.
exactamente. Y después, cuando terminas, ponlo aquí adentro.
After I cut the tomato, put it in a bowl.
Y después lo vamos a meter en un licuador. Vamos a licuarlo.
Okay.
¿No me entendiste?
No me entendiste? What does it
¿Me
mean?
entiendes? Do you understand?
No.
Después vamos a tener que cortar la cebolla, un cebolla.
Un cebolla.
Perfecto. Ajá.
One onion. I actually learned Spanish when I was in college,
Oh,
just
wow.
for 1
Ajá,
year.
a little bit. Ajá.
One thing very confusing was like you guys have to find out which is female, which is male,
Yes,
right?
it's super confusing.
Yeah.
I always tell people that I learned Spanish at the exact same time that I learned English.
Uh-huh.
So I only spoke in Spanish with my mom and I only spoke in English with my dad. So I suck at both languages.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really, really good at Spanglish. So like I can kind of jump in between the two and you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And sometimes I mess up the tenses in English and sometimes I mess up the tenses in Spanish. But I'm like, who cares? Like
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So onion.
Okay, esto lo vamos a dejar aquí.
O the vegetable acá.
Sí, ¿te gusta puerco?
Me gusta chicharrón.
Oh, qué bueno,
Yeah.
me alegro. Ok, so ahorita hay que darle vuelta
Okay.
para chequear si ya está listo.
It's a good color.
Oh, yeah. Dale vuelta, menea, rea, menea. This is why I like suck at cooking, because I'm dancing in there and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Yo no sé cómo se llaman estas babosadas, pero vamos a usarlos.
The food processor.
Exactly. Cuando terminamos de cocinar la carne, vamos a poner toda la verdura.
carne and vegetable
Perfecto.
together in the
Ajá,
process.
exactamente.
Okay.
Y vamos a hacer algo como un paste. Se va a quedar un poquito como moist, pero no tanto.
It's like moist and
Sí.
pasty?
Ajá.
Okay.
I threw that Spanglish in there. You heard that moist? No, deja de moverlo. No lo mueves. Así
okay.
déjalo.
Okay, so you have to
Sí.
make a nice color so you don't want to
Sí,
move around.
ajá.
¿Lista?
Ya, yo creo que ya está listo. ¿Podemos apagar el estufa? Apágalo. Apágalo.
Oh, okay. Apagado.
Apágalo. So después vamos a ponerlo en un plato así. Si puedes poner todos los pedacitos aquí dentro, en este plato.
Carne?
Yes, Rie.
Yes,
Centroamericana,
Cali.
japonesa.
Yes.
Después vamos a licuarlo. Eso se tiene que poner aquí dentro.
Everything?
Perfecto.
Yes.
Yes, my friend. Ok, después pon toda la verdura.
Oh, everything. Okay.
Sí.
Tomate,
Ajá. Sí,
cebolla.
Perfect.
Yes.
Wow, now do you know if cebolla is a boy or a girl?
Cebolla sounds like a boy.
I don't know either. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Goodbye, my little sweet baby. Hay que mover la carne en este plato.
So first, I move this to
Sí.
bowl.
Ajá. ¿Tú entiendes lo que te estoy diciendo? Sí. Tú dices que no, pero yo digo que sí.
Still don't understand. Must be coming down.
Primero vamos a usar 4 vasos de masa.
4 cup of masa. Masa is corn flour.
Uno. 2.
3. 4.
Después lo vamos a poner 2 cucharitas de sal. Vamos a mezclarlo.
Mix flour and salt.
Con un poquito más amor, échale un poquito
More.
más amor, sí.
More.
Like you have to hear a song in your head, like ding 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 ding. Después de esto hay que ponerlo más o menos 3 vasos de agua.
3 cup of water.
Sí, y de aquí empieza a mixarlo hasta que se hace un poquito como barra. Barra es como clay.
Oh, it's like a clay
Ajá.
texture.
So yo le echaré un poquito más agua.
A little bit more water.
What's really beautiful is that this is like a tradition that comes from like our indigenous roots. And so these are kind of traditions and techniques that our ancestors would have used to make this food.
Yeah.
So it really is something that is really special to us. Para que la masa no se pega en tus manos, usamos aceite y un poquito de agua.
So when you shape it, you need water on your hand.
Sí, un poquito.
It's very close to how I make onigiri,
Oh,
which is rice ball.
Y aceite.
Oh, oil
Y
too.
ponle aceite. Ajá.
So in Japan, when I make rice ball, we put salty water in your hand. So water, prevent rice sticking to your hand.
Oh, ajá.
And also salt kind of gives the flavor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, ella ya sabe lo que tiene que hacer. Hay que sacar un pedacito, ajá, y hágalo en una bola. Primero, sí, ajá. Empieza como a aplastarlo.
Push.
Usually lo hacemos así. It's very traditional to go like this. It's like the sound. But it also takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And
So
it's something that I haven't mastered yet either.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take it slow.
Yes. Nosotros decimos palmear. So you're putting it in your palms. So you're palming it. Lo estás listando para ponerle comida dentro. Le vamos a echar un poquito de chicharrón, frijoles y queso.
Okay, like that.
Ajá. Y ponle un poquito de queso.
Poquito de queso.
Sí. Y después un poquito de frijoles.
Poquito beans.
Sí, ajá. Y de aquí trata de encerarlo como un dumpling. Pero hay que usar la agua y la
Yeah,
ajá.
it's sticky.
Ajá. Y también usa la mano para cerrarlo así.
It's too much ingredients
Ajá.
inside. Okay. Am I doing okay?
Ya.
Okay.
Y ciérralo. Ajá. Empezamos a aplastarlo otra vez. Perfecto. Ajá. Don't worry, my pupusas look like that too.
So it's not great.
Sí, cuando empieza a salirse aquí, mi abuelita le pone un poquito de esto, un poquito de agüita y lo cierra con eso.
Okay, so if you have a crab, you
Ajá,
kind
así
of
la hace mi
fix
abuelita
it.
también, sí.
All right.
Puedes seguir aplastándola, a palmearlo, hasta que se hacen más como pancakes. Ponle un poquito más aceite y agua. Ajá. Yeah, you're doing good.
Yay!
Yeah.
I think this is my first one, so I can do better.
Everybody makes it differently. You know, like we're not like this monolith of people that make the same food.
Yeah.
Some people make it a little thinner. My tia Rosa makes them super thin, and she even uses a different masa. My grandmother makes them really crispy. Other people make them like a little soggier, a little wider, a little thinner, not with too much masa.
Yeah.
So I'm excited just that you're making this and just like seeing what we do. Yeah, so you can close it up.
This closing part is the
It's
difficult part.
Yeah, but you're doing it so well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like a dumpling.
Yeah,
It's kind of helped.
You're also doing really cool things because when you were turning it like this somehow,
Yeah.
that's something that my grandma does. She turns it this way.
Oh, I was like using kind of like dumpling technique.
Yes, use that dumpling technique. Tradicionalmente usamos algo que se llama un comal. It can be a lot bigger than this, pero como estamos aquí en la cocina de Tasty, vamos a usar esto. Which is fine too. If you have this at home, it's fine. Está bien. So primero vamos a poner un poquito de aceite. Ponle un poquito, pero hay que usar algo aquí para ponerlo en todos lados.
This?
Sí.
Oh, so like you kind of like this, use this? Wow, so you only use little.
Sí, mucha gente no le gusta cuando salen grasosas. While we wait, we like to dance.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
And go. Okay. We go. Okay. And bring it back. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hey. Throw it up. Throw it up. Bring
I
it
know,
back.
as good as you. Still a little white.
Y todavía sí se van a hacer un poquito más blanquitos también. No deben de ser tan quemados.
You want to have a golden brown color?
Sí. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, looks good.
Yay.
It smells good too.
Yeah.
It smells like a Salvadorian household in here. So there's also a traditional way that you eat them, and it's also up for debate all the time. Different people from the same country say that you should eat it differently. Some people eat with their hands, like people in my family. Then there are people in different parts of the country that eat with a fork and a knife. And the debate is a real one.
You're team hand or
I'm
team
team
fork?
hand, yeah. It just makes me feel like even more connected to my people. Yo creo que se mira bien y ya es tiempo para ponerlo en el plato.
Okay, so looks good.
Sí,
So
se
let's
mira bien.
put on a plate.
Yeah.
Yay.
Por el gran final, las pupusas se comen con algo que se llama curtido. Y mucha gente lo ponen encima de la pupusa, pero a mí me gusta al lado de la pupusa.
This is curtido.
Sí, eso se llama curtido.
¿Qué?
Trae vinagre, trae repollo, trae zanahoria y otros spices también.
Wait, did you say pollo?
Repollo.
Pollo, it's chicken.
No, it sounds like it though.
Yeah.
You just asked the question that a lot of young Latin kids ask their mom all the time. Pues, ¿por qué se dice repollo si no es pollo?
Yeah.
It's not chicken.
What's pollo?
It's like cabbage.
Okay.
Yeah, se puede sacar con una cuchara o también con las manos está bien. Okay, eso se
Right.
mira bien. I'm gonna go get mine and then we can compare.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
BRB. All right, here we go.
Yay. Wow. Yours more uniform and smaller and like flatter.
And you did yours all by yourself, which is amazing.
Thank you.
Look, I've seen so many pupusas that look like that. I'm so happy for you. They look so delicious.
Thank you.
So, do you want to try one?
Yeah, can you teach me how to eat it?
Yeah, so again, the debate is whether we use a fork or not. But since it's me, we're not going to use a fork. There are no
Yes,
forks.
yeah.
No
I don't
forks
see
allowed.
any forks
Yeah.
around.
So we do this.
Demonstration.
Yes.
How to eat pupusas.
Super small, size of my mouth, right? And then you scoop it. You get a little bit of curtido.
I'm gonna try. Same way.
That's bomb. That's good.
Mm.
That's really good, right?
Let's try mine.
Really good. I'm excited for yours.
So, same way. I hope it's as good as yours.
Wow, this is great. Wow, I can already taste the chicharron in the small bites that I had.
I think curtido, it helps a lot. It kind of cuts the fat. So, it's like very nice harmony in your mouth.
Really? I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
This is what you might find like at my house, and this is what you would find like at a restaurant. Because a lot of people like to get more for their money, right? So they'll get bigger ones.
Thank you so much teaching me pupusas.
Thank you so much for making them. It really is something that we are really proud of.
Yeah, I feel like our friendship become like.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. He's gonna twerk, I'm not gonna do it.
That's how you make those pupusas taste real good
Okay,
right
do
there.
it.
Oh, yes.